Two young men break into a Milwaukee business and try to steal whatever they can find. In the end, they caused thousands of dollars worth of damage, and it's all caught on video. Take a look. Dramatic video of a burglary that's like something out of a movie.
They ultimately found the vehicle, which they rammed into the fence.
Nope, this really happened in Milwaukee, May 27th at the Maynard Steel Casting Company.
Well, these two individuals got onto the property fairly easily, and they walked around for quite a bit of time. But there were cameras mounted all around the interior of the foundry.
And those caught these two from every angle. From them rummaging through the offices to inside the warehouse where they set off a fire extinguisher. At one point, one of them takes his mask off and takes a drink. But even with a closer look, Detective Tony Castro says they can't identify them and they need your help.
I don't think they really had an idea of what they were looking for there, but with watching them in the surveillance, it felt like they had time enough to just figure out what they wanted to take. I don't think they would be able to identify a $10,000 specialized cut tool if it stared at them in the face. However, I mean, it was a closed foundry business. They could have wound up hurting themselves or even killing themselves in the process, not knowing what they were getting into.
Or hurting someone else. This wide angle of their escape shows them nearly hitting a man on the way out before they busted through the gate in the stolen Dodge Ram out onto South 27th Street for a joyride around the city.
In the process of leaving, they wound up doing 25 grand worth of damage, all for, jokes and giggles.
Detective Castro says there's nothing funny about burglary, trespassing, destroying property, or any of the crime that's on the rise, ultimately causing damage to the city of Milwaukee.
When the city goes, why are businesses leaving? One of the things that wind up happening is the businesses would rather set up shop outside Milwaukee County just for the sheer lack of criminality that tends to occur for companies that stay in the city. And we don't want to punish people for staying in the city, and we want to be able to keep those businesses in the city.
After all of that, Castro says they ditched the now banged-up truck on the south side, which detectives found days later, leading them to believe that for these two, it's on to the next.
There's no doubt someone would see this video and may be able to recognize them. It's probably not one of their first incidents, and it won't be their last.
In Milwaukee, Amanda Porterfield, CBS 58 News.
And if you know anything about the burglary at Maynard Steel, please contact Milwaukee Crime Stoppers. The number is 414-224-TIPS. You can also leave a tip through the text. Just download the P3 Tips app. Don't worry whether you send a message or call, it's always anonymous. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you get cash.
Anchor